Okay, so this is something a little different. As you can see, I'm playing Nami, who is one of my favourite champions besides Fresh. And I'm playing her mid. And I used to do this quite a lot. I did this a lot back in, when Nami was released, mainly because of a misconception. When I watched the spotlight, I thought they said that she could be played mid, but nowhere does it say that. Either way, she's actually not that. She's not exactly bad. There's reasons I can play this. It's similar to, similar to Sona, but I suppose less about hyper buffing your team in a team fight and more about being slightly more versatile. She certainly gives a fuck ton of movement speed from her passive with a pretty decent AP ratio. She also does really good slow on the E with some AP and all that good stuff. Anyway, focusing on the game here, we're laning against a Talia. Now Talia's not the brightest individual, but well, you get to see Nami Mid doing some good stuff. So just here she comes after, I believe, helping the jungler. We're just gonna do what we can. We first level, take Q because you want that as wave clear and to threaten the enemy. Always, and this goes for support too, try to use your Q when the enemy goes to CS. They either have to dodge the bubble and miss the CS, or take the CS and take a hit from the bubble. And with AP, Magic Pen, and whatever the hell you decide to take, the Q will actually do a fair amount of damage. Talia just keeps using her abilities not particularly amazingly, and the game is going to be, well, mid lane isn't going to be particularly difficult. Nami does have an amazing lane phase, I'd say. The only things to really look out for are assassins, but that only goes for every mage. The kind of assassins who try to poke you down and weaken you enough to kill you, kind of like Zed pokes you with Q and then he finally finishes you off with an engage on W. It's not too effective because you have your heal, and if you want to be healing a lot, hold on. Before it says first blood, sorry, someone's already got first blood. Okay, watch what happens here. So she starts taking the minion wave, and I think, hang on, Talia, what are you doing? Why are you trying to freeze? You can't do that. So I hit her with E, and E does a slow. So I use E on myself, and I hit her with an auto attack. E will slow her, making my Q much easier to land. It lands just on the edge because she doesn't back away. I hit Ignite, I hit W on her, and she dies. Now let me just explain W, because W on Nami is very, very peculiar and tends to be really overlooked because no one really builds AP. So W has its own AP ratio for the heal and the damage, that's standard, but it also has a modifier. If you ever looked at Nami's W, you'll see that it has a percentage modifier based on your AP. So it will say the each bounce modifies the wave or the damage or healing by minus 13% when you have low AP. The more AP you go, the more AP you get, it will modify it by minus 12, minus 11. It will go. The modifier kind of goes up, like it goes down from the high negative. Is what I'm trying to say. You should get this. And then eventually it will hit 0%, and when you get even more AP, it will have plus 1% modifier, plus 5% modifier, plus 10% modifier, and it will get even stronger with every bounce. And that is when you need to know, keep track of that, so you can make use of it, so you can get the strongest heal and the strongest damage on the targets you want. And that's when now it becomes slightly more complicated. Even in support, sometimes I like to take a lot of AP on Nami. And I do play Nami as support. I've mentioned several times when I say I don't like support Fresh. I much prefer support Nami and support Janna. I do play Janna mid as well. But funny thing about this game is that I haven't played Nami mid really since season 4. That's another kill. Nice and easy. You don't really need to see that again. It's just I did the same thing. I hit her with E, I hit her with Q, I hit her with the rest of the E, I hit her with W, I ulted her, and then she died. Along with another Ignite. So, yeah, as I was mentioning, Nami is a really fucking she's actually a decent mid laner. Her lane phase is great, obviously, because of the sustain, the CC, and if you can compare her to any normal mage, it's going to be Orianna as a utility mid lane mage. Out of most of the supports, beyond like Sona, well, out of all the supports, her damage, like traditional supports, not talking Brandon shit, her damage ratio with AP is probably the best out of all of them. And I just love the way Nami's kit just kind of flows into itself. I fucking love this champion, okay? So we start, yep. And one thing I always do as hyper support, I say this on Sona, and I say this on, you know, everyone I play, is when you play mid lane, don't just farm, roam. You got strong shit, you got fucking CC, you're a support. Go to your allies, support them, and help them win their lanes even harder. Of course, so we get pinged off because, well, I forgot that happened. I hit that, and then I believe we spotted a jungle or something, and we just decided, no, we're not doing that. So I stay back here and I continue farming. Notice I use my E to secure farm that I'm not too sure I can get, and I always Q the back line to finish them off with another auto attack. At like level 5 Q with some AP, it'll instantly kill the back line, and then that's going to be great. Excuse the phone sounds. So again, as I said, we start roaming and we go here. The enemy looks, hits a E, and I think I start thinking about following up, and I use the ultimate at long range. It hits Corki, and I flash EW to get the kill on Corki. Notice how I use my ultimate from here and aimed it through the wall. This is because I don't want the enemy to see the ult coming. If I come into vision and then do ult, they can hear that Nami does as she does the ult. They can hear the crashing wave. You know, so I want to hit it from here and kind of land it through here to make it slightly more surprising. They can see it coming through the wall, I do believe, but reaction times, you know, react slower when you only see the wave and you don't hear Nami casting the wave, if that makes any sense at all. Sniping with Nami isn't always recommended, but it can work, and therefore it can actually be worth it. Anyway, back to CSing against Natalia. I'm 3-0-0. Not really a support, and I bought a large rod for a burst of AP. Excuse my voice. I've got some soothers here, I'll probably take them. Throat soothers. So anyway, we're thinking, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, bot lane starts to get shafted, so I start coming in, and I want to see if I can get a kill here. So I start coming in. I'm not scared. I've got slows, heals, utility. Ezreal bursts the Corki down. I land E, and that gets a bit of damage and a slow, but Corki uses his W to get the hell out of there. So what can I do besides check the Talia? I saw Talia was SS, just she'd probably follow. I hit the ward there, and she was kind of useless. So I kind of body swap into being Ezreal support for a little bit. I hit E, I hit W, I Q that Shyvana, she dies, I hit her with the Ignite, I hit her with the E, Ezreal steals the kill from me. I'm joking, he takes the kill. And I ult, tries to snipe the low health Corki, but as I said, it's not always the most recommended tactic. What it does do is it zones him away from this area, keeps him here, in range for Ezreal to EQ. That was also an intentional element there. It's not all luck, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we go back here. Talia does nothing because Talia's Talia. She lands some damage, doesn't really do much. I haven't gone back in a little while. And now I will, because I've got my large rod, and the next item on my list is going to be, I believe, Sheen. Oh, no, I started going to the Morella Nomicon. Sheen I sometimes go with when we need more burst, but we have enough burst in the Lux support already, and Ezreal, so there we go. Start towards Morella Nomicon. As with Sona, it gives you CDR, it gives you 100 AP since it got changed ages ago, and the mana, it's a beautiful item really, on utility mages. Again, we start going bot lane because the enemy bot lane did some damage, but Yi already killed him by himself, so I just helped him take the dragon. I ward the outside so we can see anything. Sorry, my nose keeps getting stuffy. And then it's back to mid lane farming. Talia has gone SS, we don't know where she is. And just shove the lane. Talia, again, I can fuck with her as much as I want. I'm a Nami. You ever seen how many times supports shit on AD carries and bot lane during the first few minutes? You should do that here. And then once again, she doesn't move. She doesn't get out of my way. She doesn't respect the damage I can do. Didn't even need Ignite though. So, just proceed with the tower. Their jungler is Shyvana, and if Shyvana comes for me, then I can always Q myself if she dragon forms onto me, otherwise she's got no fucking chance of killing me. Now they start attacking me here, let's look at that again. They start chasing me, you can see Shyvana here, and Vi is also coming around. I spot them with that, and then Vi Q ults me. I hit the plant so I can get a dash away. I don't know why Vi wasn't affected by the dash. She looks like she was even closer to the plant than I was. And then I plant, flash out. I hate plants, but they save my life there, so I kind of like them. Now I do warn Ezreal that they're going to come bot lane, but he kind of doesn't listen. You can see in the chat, pings everyone. And then Shyvana just they burn flashes, they beat the shit out of our bot lane. There are 5 fucking bot lane here. And then Ezreal's going to put some salt in the chat, I don't know if you can see it. Chat must not work in replays. Anyway. Again, I couldn't get an AA range, so I just kind of ate Talia's Q there, not very good, but we have W. W makes everything okay, and we got Morella and Omicron to keep the mana up. It's perfectly fine. So anyway, Vi starts trying to pummel the Gnar. It isn't going to work well against a Nami. Heal and damage in one ability, I'll take that. Even though it's such an amazing ability, I use ults, which zones Talia off if nothing else, and then start moving away. Now I'm going to Q Gnar, give him burst of movement speed. Remember, all your abilities give movement speed. It was kind of not the best because... Wait, no, it was the best, because Gnar gets away on 1 health. I do not heal Gnar because he's already out. I try to land the Qs on him. Sorry, not her. I mean, not him, her. Talia. But then she stays in lane, and that was a mistake. Now I'm going from the front, and I kind of back away and let Yi deal with it in case like a bizarre Thunderlord proc appears from Talia and kills me. So I'm 5-0 free, Yi is 5-0, the game is going freaking well. Gnar keeps DCing, Ezreal is 7-1, it's a bit of a stomp. But my point isn't we can stomp the enemy team, my point is look at Nami Mid functioning. Now, if you actually look at my match history, you're going to see a lot of Nami. You're gonna like it's just full of Nami support. Like first it's support, and then I started playing some mid games, and I lost the first mid game because I haven't done this. I think I was trying to talk about this earlier, but I got sidetracked. I played a lot of Nami Mid in season 3 and 4 because when she kind of came out. I think she came out at the end of season 2 even. Maybe. I think so, because it's around the time I started playing. So I played her in Season 3 and Season 4 for definite anyway. And I played her as a mid laner, because I thought it would be fun. But then I realised she's not a mid laner, so I started playing her support. And I did like that too. There was nothing wrong with that. Aggression, Nami, and Yi coming in. And that's another easy kill on Talia. Shyvana comes in, so I ult to get a bit of range, and then Q her. Vi comes in, she kills, Corki is able to kill Vi, and I prioritize getting myself out of there. And then I Q Vi, she takes an Ezreal hit, then I hit her with that, and she's planning on queuing back, but that wasn't the best decision, and she gets picked off by me and Lux. And that's a free tower for us. Now, hopefully I can actually say it this fucking time. Never mind, there's another fight. Okay, they chase him off and we start pushing the tower. Dragon is coming up, so we do want to take that. Corki gets away with 1 health, but that's enough for him. I start helping with the dragon. Now, as I was saying, it had been a while. I basically hadn't played this since Season 4. In Season 5, my obsession with Top Fresh basically was solidified. I wasn't just fucking around with the occasional AD Thresh and the occasional jungle Thresh. I was 100%. Thresh is the best champion in the game. Fucking Straheim, you know, obsessed with Thresh. So I'd stopped playing Nami so much as a mid and only ever picked her as support. Because, you know, sometimes you have to play support and I prefer Nami. And then recently I decided, let's start playing a mid again. Also because I got kind of mad that I don't have a mastery on her yet. So recently I've got mastery 4. I am going to get mastery 7 on Nami, that's why I keep spamming her. And it's just easier to get S ranks in mid lane. And I know it works because I did it before. I did it for quite a while before. That was before mastery was implemented, so I had basically nothing. And then for the first game, I lost the game. I didn't do particularly bad, but I didn't do very good either. It's like my laning phase was bad. And when your laning phase is bad with Nami, then what the fuck have you got going for you? Now, there's going to be a fail snipe here, so I don't really need to say anything. But, so after a while, I got more used to Nami, and it would have been great if that hit. It would have been so good if that hit, wouldn't it? Ah, well. So, I had to get back into it. I wasn't too used to Nami's ability rotations in terms of AP playing. I had become unused to dealing damage with Nami, because a lot of her damage comes from E. I can still rotate her abilities, because that's just kind of hardwired into me, without even from playing support. But I couldn't tell when I could get a kill, I couldn't tell when I should run away, and you know, I lost a lot of skill. This game was when I started to get back into it, and there's 0 deaths throughout this game, spoiler. That's just how it goes, and then I played a few more games and continued to win. Of course, eventually I had a loss, but you know, that just fucking happens. My win rate with Nami has been fucking great, but since this is the 0 death game, I just wanted to put it out there. My deaths are usually quite low, by the way, normally like, you know, 4 max, and that's kind of rare. Yeah. So back to the gameplay. I started going bot lane to help out the bot lane because I think that the enemy team is going to start converging on them because they're so extended. Corki does his thing, so I went away to get away from the Shyvana, because if she's chasing me fruitlessly and not on Ezreal, that's good. I W Shyvana because she dashes over to Ezreal and hands him the heal I wanted to give him. No, I heal off of I W off of Lux and bounce it onto Shyvana. You got to kind of get really used to this W bouncing. It's really good. So I'm pretty sure I've got enough AP for it to be a positive return on the W. That's when your utility starts becoming fucking crazy. Like the bounce plays. The bounce plays are so fucking good. I started taking Q by myself. Without a Lich Bane, it takes quite a while. As you can see, I'm prioritizing AP because the W utility is fucking everything. The movement speed, incredible, especially when you got someone like Master Yi or a Juggernaut like Darius. Giving them the move speed on your ultimate, on your E, on your W that bounces, on your Q even, is incredible. You can, like, with this amount of AP, I have at least plus 100 movement speed on the thing. Anyway, she gets way too fucking close to the tower and dies, so I hit her with ult and Q, and then we start chasing her, and she dies too, because the E slow is so fucking good with AP. Like, seriously, it's fucking wasted on support. Like, it's just enough. It's only just enough when you play support Nami. Oh, and I do tend to give my E to other people as well. Just because I'm AP doesn't mean it belongs to me. If someone can apply it better, or if someone has more attack speed to get it off faster, then I'll do that. I start going in, but realise Talia's got too much mobility, so I get away. And I'm always healing up whenever I can. Enemy team coming through here, Corgi landing some cheeky poke. I have my death cap, by the way, now. And we've got Sorcerer Shoes and Haunting Guys. And because the damage ratios on Nami, whilst are some of the better ones in the support mage area, they're not exactly the best because they're split between her utility ratios on her passive and W. So buying Magic Pen is going to scale your damage a bit better. Magic Pen's another reason to give yourself E, by the way. So Yee's just going in. He had a bit of my movement speed boost. And we see these two here. We see Vi from behind. I don't think I even fucking noticed until I hit her with that. And I hit her with that. And I couldn't heal him because cooldown wasn't up. Massey just shreds Talia down. I hit the ult and hit both of them. Unfortunately, bounces don't work from enemy to enemy. They work from ally to enemy. Or enemy to ally. So we couldn't bounce onto Corki and kill him there. But Na is going to come in and he's going to miss his boomerang but still beat the shit out of Corki by right clicking. I'm not dissing that, by the way. Fresh is basically just right click to win. So we start pushing the bot lane. They say go dragon. Hell fucking no. Go for the fucking inhibitor that we can get right now. All the enemies are dead. Karma's alive, but she's a support. That's shit. Shyvana late's a cheeky little lady, does fucking nothing. And we start pushing pretty hard. Na's already gone for the dragon. Looks like she's on low health, but I'm gonna get her the hell out of there. Talia starts pushing away. I push her back with some threatening damage. And Lux keeps kind of staying in, so I'm like, no, Lux, get back. I give him my E, not to use the damage, just for the move speed to get the hell out of there. We get another dragon, and we're out to live another day. They okay, let's see that again. It was a bit too fast. I love that, by the way. I love that song. So login screen. Anyway, so Corki uses his passive, and everyone converges on me, but the heal, the move speed, and Lux help me get out and get a kill on Corki in the process. When these guys start coming in on me, I Q myself when I know Shyvana's going to do that, and get to the tower safely. All good. The move speed passive and the W healing is all fucking good. Now goes in and he fucking beats the shit out of them, and they die. It's a good day to be Nami Mid, 11-0-2. Look at my pathetic Mastery 4. That needs to be a 7 really soon. There we push up. Ezreal's in top lane, and he just kind of dies. Like, he just fucking died. So, the enemy surrender because, you know, we're too fucking strong. They got plenty of shutdowns on Ezreal, which was good, but they couldn't land one on me, and, well, what do you know? Now, yes, it was a bit of a slump. I won't deny that. The enemies weren't particularly amazing. They tried, but, you know, look, I have 0 deaths. That's not exactly getting carried, so I won't say this game is invalid. Normally I don't like it when, like, everyone on the team does well, but we had a disconnecting top, Ezreal was slightly salty, and I have 0 deaths. I don't think it's bad. I think this is a perfectly valid game. Yes, it is normal. Yes, I will be playing ranked soon. I just don't want to play ranked when the season starts, because then everyone's fucking, you know, all the like all the kids are like ditching school to fucking play League, and you know you don't want to be playing with that. All the people who want to get the fuck out of bronze because they've been reset, you know, like it's from experience, it's always a toxic first week. So I'm gonna wait a while before I actually go to solo queue. Anyway, that's been Nami Mid, which I haven't shown before ever, but it's one of my favourite off-metas, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I also hope that you don't just call it a troll, kind of like every single person in Jam Select did. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope you like watching the Nami Mid, and I hope this somehow helps or inspires you or whatever the hell. Basically, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Also, from the 17th of December, I'm not going to have a computer with me over Christmas because I'm leaving my university halls to go back home, and I can't really transport my computer too easily, so I'm going to be stuck without League and without any kind of... I'm not going to be able to stream or make new videos, but what I am going to do is make a bunch of videos and schedule them every kind of Wednesday, Saturday for the 3 weeks that I will not be streaming. when I'm back, you'll know, because I'll be streaming and I'll be making new videos that are kind of, you know, in the proper patch. So I just thought I'd say that, and for the second time this video, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and see you next time.